Alright, so let's start drawing at this box. Now, what we're going to do is first get our grid up, and we're going to need a few layers. So let's draw our first rectangle first, and we want to have it from the center. So we're going to press our Alt key, and we're going to drag out from the center, and we're going to have it, I want to have it 20, let's say 20 squares across. So my grid settings are set to 5. No, they're set to 20. Okay, we'll leave it at 20. And I want it to be 20 squares across. So okay, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 down, 10 across. So this is going to be the size of our box. Actually, I'm going to do 10 down. So 10 down, 20 across. Now I'm going to name this one side. And I'm going to keep I want the anchor point to be bang in the center. So I'm going to place it there. And I'll just color this in. So make it any color that you like. We'll just make it a grey color. And put the stroke down to 2. And now I'm going to duplicate this layer. I'm going to call it, I don't know, we'll call it top. And I'm going to drag the whole layer up. So it fits nicely within here. And I'm going to change the origin point to here for this one. I'm going to duplicate the top. I'm going to rename it bottom. I'm going to flip this and move it down to here. So that's the 3 sides, top, bottom and side done. Now I'm going to duplicate the middle one to the side. I'm going to duplicate it again, and I'm going to drag it out to here, and I'm going to reduce the size by half, so that should be 10. I'm going to change the anchor point to just to get it bang on, so it needs to be there. And I'll duplicate this again, and I'll just flip it. And move it over so that it fits in alignment. I'm not sure if it flipped. Okay. So we'll right here like that. So this is our box basically. And now what we want to do is put all of these components into a folder. So we want to select all of these, click group with selection, and we're going to rename this one box. And then we're going to do another layer, and we're going to make it a bone layer, and we'll always call this one box 2. And we'll drag our box into our bone box layer. And what I might do, I'm going to remove the grid for now. And this is what you should have. Now I'm going to go in and just make sure everything fits. So everything fits neatly, and it's not lining up at the moment, so I'm going to make sure everything lines up. Alright, that'll do. So now what we want to do is go to our bone layer, and we want to make a smart bone. No, we want to make a control bone. So we just go in the center of it and we just drag here, and we want to bind the whole box to this bone here. And now we make another bone, and we're going to make this one a smart bone dial, and we're going to call it close. And we only need it to be one angle, so we're going to keep the -90 and put the maximum angle to 0. I don't know, we'll have it as a 20, we'll have it as a 2-second 48 frame close. So now what we want to do is, now that we're in our smart bone action, if we go to our 48 frame, and if we start from, say, this one, so this is the top, we just want to click on the rotate layer X and Y. You want to hold the shift key, you just want to pull up, and you want to drag this down to about here. And for the bottom, you want to do the same. So you want to hold the shift key and you want to pull down this time and try to match it so it's about roughly there. And for the sides, you do the same. So you just close off the box, try and match. So the bottom's fine, the top one's a bit off. So we will just, that should be there, and the other side should be there. So now if we go back out and look at our open and close, this is what we have now. We can come out, and now we need to add another 2 smart bones. So we make another bone on our bone layer. We're going to go to make smart bone dial, and again we can just keep it as a -90 only and keep maximum as 0, and we could just call it spin. So this time, actually what we do, we'll just make one more. So click on the canvas, so no bone selected, and we want to make another bone anywhere you want. I'm going to put it here. I'm going to make it a smart bone dial, and I'm going to call it spin H. So our spin H will say, if we go to our, now that we're in our action, if we go to our box layer, and again this time on the box folder, you click on the rotate XY and you just spin it all the way around so that it's back flat basically. So now you get this, and for the spin H, if you just click on that action and now you want to spin it down. So now you want to spin it this way. So now you have this action. And that's basically your box done, guys. So all we need to do now is, if you go to your first frame and close your box up, you can now use these bones to spin it any which way you want. Now, because they're all the same color, it is quite difficult to see, and I might just run in quickly and change each panel. So I will go to the bottom, I'll keep the bottom black, I'll change the top to say a blue. I don't like that blue, use this blue. You say this side could be that color. And this one we'll just go with a whitish. So now if we see what happens, we'll see our box close, and we'll now see it spin, and we have our, and there are a few layer ordering issues that you might have to play about with, and you'll just go into your box, and what you might want to do is double click on your box layer, go to your depth sort and enable layer order. So if we go to our spin H, when it's spinning this way, we want this square here to be on top. So I want this to be here. The bottom should always be at the bottom in a way. So if we go back out now, when it spins, it is on top, and it closes, and you have your 3D box. And you can use this to get different shapes and different angles, and you can use it for a variety of things. So one application I found it useful for is if you wanted to make a room scale of something, you could go to your layer, your bone box layer, and just increase the total size of it. If you move it down to make it a little bit bigger so that it fits, you now have a room with all the right dimensions and a perfect cube and square that works pretty well. So you can have your characters and your furniture, and you can lay them out in a way that you know is going to be consistent throughout your scene. You could still use it to go up and down, and if you want, you can have your background move like this. So yeah, there you have it, guys. It's just a quick demonstration and a quick tutorial on how you go about getting a 3D box.